Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
It's December, and I want it to snow, at least here on my computer screen, in a window kind of like this. So every day until the 24th, I'm going to work on my program to make the snow better and better. And right now, I have snowflakes snowing and landing. There's a thin white line of landed snow here. And I have text, and some of the snowflakes lands on every horizontal surface on the text. Now I want it to stack so that not just a single snowflake lands, but every time a snowflake lands, it gets taller and taller. And I used to have that. I had the landed array that only showed at the bottom here, and every time a snowflake would land, I incremented the x position for the landed array by 1. But now I don't have just a single place the snowflakes can land. I have a load of platforms. So for instance, if we see all the platforms, that's an array of arrays, and each one of them, take a look at this, position 34. There's a platform here at 115, one here at 210, and another one here at 457. So if a snowflake lands here on 115, I would need to increment that, the first position in this array. Actually, I would need to decrement it because every snowflake would get it closer to 0, which is up here. And there's a problem with that, because if I change these values, then I lose the original platform position. And I am going to use that later when moving the snowflakes to avoid the spikes. But I'm still going to do it just so I can see what I need to redo. So here I increment the landed, and I get the platform. I would just say platform minus minus. That decrements this value. But that doesn't do anything because this is just a number. It's not the array or the object. So it changes something, but then it just throws it away. So I'm just going to make a note for myself. Doesn't do anything. And then when I call land snowflake, that would be up here. Here, I would say platform is platforms I. So platforms I would need to be minus minus. Subtract 1. And that, let's just see if that is enough. It might be. So let's see how this works. And I'm just going to speed it up. So yes, that actually works. But as you see, there's already a lot of spikes. And when I go to my all platforms, I have really no idea of knowing if it's an actual platform or if it's a spike, and should this one move down to 4? Can I move something 456, 457, 454? Which one is actually at the bottom? So I would need, for every platform, I would need 2 values. The base, the original base, and then the height of the snowflakes. And how do I add 2 values to a single variable? You guessed it, I'm going to use an object, because an object is basically a single variable with a load of values inside, each with a property name and a value for that property. So here, way down here where I create the platforms, rather than pushing just a y value, I would create a platform object. And that platform object would have at least 2 properties. The base, which is the current y value, and then the height of the snow on this platform. And right now there's, of course, when I begin, there's no snow on any of them. And then I would push the platform rather than the y value. And this would give me platforms for most of them. I also need to do the same here. But before I copy the same, I was thinking, I don't need this variable. I only use it in the line just below. So I could just take this and paste in here, put it on a single line to make it even shorter. Like that. This is now my platform object for a single platform. And then I also have to do it down here for the MaxY platforms on these. And this would give me, say, base is this config MaxY -1 and height is still 0. This does not work yet, of course, but all the platforms are created. They look fine. I can see one of them here has a base of 457, our MaxY, and a height of 0. And this one, 34, was the one with 115, 210, and 457. So now we're just going to use these base and height values. So where do we use them? Up here, way up here. Here, a platform is now a platform object. This is a platform object. So I can't check if a Y value is the same as the platform object, but I can check if it's the same as the base in the platform. But as the snow lands on this platform and gradually closes up, I want the new snowflakes to land on the top of the snow on the platform. And since 0 is upwards, I need to subtract the height. So at first this would be 115. When height is 1, then it would be 114. When height is 2, 113, and so on. The next one here, I compare platform to the lowest. And the lowest is the last platform in the array. Right here, it will be that one. That is still the object. That's not the Y value, so I keep that. And then I say, okay, if this platform is, then if Y is greater than or equal to base minus this platform's height, then I land a snowflake. I should not subtract anything from the platform itself, but in land snowflake, can I just do this? No. In the land snowflake function here, I wouldn't minus platform, but I would platform height, and now it's plus. So this should work. Let's try it out. Just going to speed it up a bit. No snowflakes actually land, but it looks like they disappear. So let's just take a look at the platforms here. Yeah, height is certainly getting somewhere. It's not just getting drawn. So where I draw the snowflake is x, y, and x is the flake's x position, and y is y is the platform object. Of course, it should be the platform base minus the platform height. So this ought to work. And once again, I speed it up a bit. It works. Wonderful. It looks okay. There's still a lot of spikes everywhere, but the snow lands and it stacks. So I'm going to commit. And just to remind myself, I'm calling it spikes on platforms. And then tomorrow I'm going to fix these spikes. So see you then.
Let it snow.